For over 70 years, one name has stood for history, legacy, and tradition in professional wrestling. And the centerpiece of that legacy is the original lineal heavyweight championship of the world, the one that started them all, known to many as the 10 pounds of gold. Now, by popular demand, you can have your very own symbol of excellence, as the NWA has teamed up with Fandu Belts to bring you the official replica of the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. This meticulously handcrafted belt is available in two options: the original pre-2021 Glory, as well as the updated version featuring the UK plate. Own the granddaddy of them all, the 10 pounds of gold. To order, visit fandubelt.com/NWA.
The National Wrestling Alliance is now on the CW. Download the CW app today or stream at thecw.com and catch up on past seasons of NWA Power with new content just around the corner. Experience wrestling as it's meant to be. It's the NWA on the CW.
Boyo Del Mar here for the new NWA Official Wrestling Magazine, online exclusively at NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Read about all the stars of the National Wrestling Alliance now at NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Scroll to the top and click Magazine.
Get ready to journey back to the territory Saturday, June 1st in Knoxville, Tennessee. Witness the clash of legends and rising stars from 6 powerhouse companies under one roof on our final stop on the road to NWA 76. Visit NWALiveEvents.com for tickets today.
Saturday, August 31st, celebrate 76 years of the National Wrestling Alliance as we return to the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia. Join us as we reclaim the sport's most historic legacy in wrestling's hottest city on a night that promises to be filled with action, intensity, and surprises you don't want to miss. Visit NWALiveEvents.com for tickets today.
For over 7 decades, the National Wrestling Alliance has been the beacon of tradition in the world of professional wrestling. But within the vast expanse of the Lightning One era of the NWA lies a network of satellite promotions, our territories, each with their own unique flair, stories, and of course, champions. Every week, we'll be casting a bright spotlight on these promotions, delving deeper into their stories and telling you when you can experience the NWA in your hometown. Of note, the inaugural territory of the Lightning One era, Joe Kazana Promotions, will be holding the first annual Back to the Territory Showcase Saturday, June 1st, featuring the stars of NWA Power and the stars of NWA affiliates and sister promotions. Ohio-based NWA Exodus Pro will be holding their next event June 22nd. NWA Chicago returns to Highland Park June 28th. And finally, we welcome NWA Crossfire as our newest territory, owned and operated by Kenzie and Kylie Page. Catch their next show June 28th.
What is up, you beautiful people? This is Gary Horne, and this is the NWA, the show celebrating the past, present, future, history, legacy, and tradition of the greatest pro wrestling entity of all time. Of course, we're talking about the National Wrestling Alliance. What's up, fellas?
Nothing. Just work.
Nothing.
Crockett Cup.
Not doing nothing.
Nothing. Not buried in work. Literally the point where, guys, we got a little delayed. I'm sorry. Had to take a call about possibly finding a new ticketing distributor. But, you know, that's life every day. Crockett Cup right around the corner, by that corner behind us. It was the weekend. It was a hell of a show. You're going to get to experience it on future episodes of Power. And then in just less than 2 short weeks, back to the territories, return to the territories, NWA, everything territories, coming to you the 1st of June. Get your tickets, NWALiveEvents.com. So much going on. Have you seen Carneyland? Do you think I'm an asshole?
Yeah.
That's fine, because Rakely, I'm too busy to even worry about it.
He's the heel on the show. So
I was in the original Carneyland.
That's true.
Yeah.
You were the
That's true.
mayor,
We were.
right?
Speaking of Carneyland
I
deals,
was in that one. I wasn't on the new one, but I was on the original.
Cardi deals 20%
new
off
one.
right now on the National
You
Wrestling
know,
Alliance.com
interviews,
/shop.
you're in it, though. Like, you say, hey, there's deals. Hey, there's
No,
deals.
doesn't matter.
no, I'm not. That's like the guys who set up at conventions and say I was zombie number 53 in The Walking Dead. Everybody,
You were Zombie 53 in The Walking Dead?
No, I've really seen that at conventions though. You're like,
Jesus,
come
that's
on,
crazy.
man. Yeah, that would be the same thing as me saying I'm in it.
Anyway, Cardi
Yeah,
Deals
Cardi
for 20% off in the shop right now. You can get all the cool stuff that Deals has for you there, like these yellow tracksuits. Look at those. And
Yeah, I've had a
gentlemen
delay
shirt.
with those tracksuits actually from the
Oh, really? With
manufacturer.
these?
It's a pain in the ass. I'll have them, but yeah, I should have had them already. I've had it.
What
I
about
would-
these?
Yeah, no, all that's there. Well, the shorts are actually down a couple sizes. I only have a little bit of small, medium, might be 2X. I think
They've been
XL
dying.
large are completely gone.
Okay.
Those joggers are really low, missing a couple sizes there. The Jax is an online exclusive. That hoodie or that thin zip hoodie that I'm wearing currently, I think I only have 3 sizes left in that. The Jax is an online exclusive, as there are others, I believe. Or if that's not what's next on your slide machine. No, it's not. Those are all in stock. Actually, that black and gold one, I just had to reorder because we blew through it and people are still ordering it. And that steel tank is not long for this world either. I think I got some mediums and like a 2X or something.
I love it. It's my new favorite shirt.
It was a very, very popular shirt at the Croquet Cup. Also, those jerseys should be to me anytime now. I actually emailed them just to check. I'm hoping to have them on the June 1st. Hopefully.
Did Kyle know he was being targeted by the reality show? No, I bet he didn't. No.
I can tell you that everything I said on that show was things that came out of my mouth, whether it was the proper context or not.
All
Yeah.
right.
When Kyle just said everything that I said on that show, I said with my mouth. That's exactly what you just said.
Whether or
Yes,
not it was in
yes.
proper context or not, I wasn't attacked. Sometimes editing is a narrative. Who knows? Moving on, guys.
Yeah. Well, moving on, we have a guest this week on the show,
Right.
and we were excited about this one. The if you've been watching, we've updated you on the goings on in NWA Exodus Pro. Just a couple of weeks ago, they crowned a brand new Midwest heavyweight champion. It was not Cal Hero who was on the show the week before.
He was talking all kinds of smack. Like he
And
like
it
he was in the
wasn't,
bag.
it
Talk to
wasn't
the
his
wrong dude.
opponent that he thought
Yeah.
was going to happen either, Dante Casanova.
Nope. Dante Casanova was pulled out, and I think it was kind of a gauntlet. Actually, the best person to ask about what exactly happened would be this man. Let's bring him on now.
Oh, pretty boy smooth.
The
Where'd he
actual.
go?
Sorry, I messed up the camera. There he is.
Where is he? There he is. I mean, the guy's 7'7". You can't miss him, Gary, and you lost him
Yeah,
somehow.
dog, come on. What's going on, bro?
Well, I guess we should start off with congratulations, champ. That belt looks good on
I
you.
appreciate it. I think it looks good on me.
Yeah, that is a unique looking belt too. I love the way that belt
Certainly
looks.
is.
Yeah, it gives me trauma every time I look at it, thinking about what it went to get that made. I'm glad that it's on your shoulder, though, because the effort that went into that should be for a deserving champion. And you, sir, are a dominant individual who deserves to have a title on his shoulders.
Well, thank you. I believe the same. You know, it's real Renaissance-like. I like it. And I view myself as the Dionysus of professional wrestling. So, you know.
Yeah.
It's
So-
funny because you work for EC3, and yet that sounded like something EC3 was like. Do you guys get along? I feel like that was a very EC3 thing to have said.
That's how they all talk up there. They all read Dante's Inferno in their off time. Yeah.
You would know.
Yeah,
You're from that area.
Yeah, we didn't talk like that at the time.
yeah, we definitely share a lot of ideals and whatnot. And he was actually the second match I ever saw when I discovered independent wrestling. He was wrestling in Erie, Pennsylvania against John McChesney at a Pro Wrestling Rampage. So it's funny how it all comes full circle.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's a blast from the past, isn't it, Kyle? Remember him?
Man.
So when we last talked to Cal Hero a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah, he's talking big talk, man.
He was talking big talk. He was going up against Dante Casanova for that very title. You were in a gauntlet match, was what was going to happen, and something shifted around. For those of us that weren't there live, what can you run down like just exactly how everything went down?
Yeah. So first off, I did do the gauntlet. I wrestled more than once that night, so I handled that. And then they had to stake your claim on this championship, and my man Pastor CeeLo, he felt I was ready. He knew I was ready. He knew I was the most dominant big man in professional wrestling, period. So there's no reason I shouldn't be in that match. So, one man's loss is another man's treasure, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. And now you're standing here as the champion. EC3 and Exodus Pro in the chat. PB is a top guy, says EC3 as he stands next to me. He also says hi to everyone. So hello to EC3, who is on his way to Japan, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought he was gone already. No? Apparently not.
Yep.
Oh yes, that top
Right
guy.
into the airport.
Yeah.
How long have you been wrestling?
About 8 years now.
8 years now. Okay.
That's about right. That's about right. You don't remember, but I saw you when you were a baby. I scattered you out. Scattered you out.
I moved around a lot. I trained in Erie, Pennsylvania with Aaron Draven. Then I trained in Cleveland, Ohio with Johnny Gargano. Then I went to Buffalo with Pepper Parks. I trained in St. Louis. I've been training with Sammy Callahan in Dayton, Ohio. I'm just a sponge, I'm just
Pepper.
I'll get my name out there and prove that I'm worthy of this championship,
You're doing it right. You're getting a little taste of different individuals there that you can kind of like take what works for you, decide what doesn't, but this way you're going to be well-rounded. And obviously so well-rounded coming up June 1st, you're going to be at Proper NWA show there. You're going to be going on there. I don't know if a graphic's going to pop up, but as I was talking about that,
I can make it.
Back to the territories. June 1st. Yeah, look at that.
Gary.
Knoxville, Tennessee. Grab your tickets right now. Go to NWALiveEvents.com if you don't have them already. But Smooth is going to be one of the individuals there, as well as many others from all the different territories. But the champ himself from Exodus, he's going to be representing.
Yeah, it's going to feel great walking in there, not only walking in there, but walking in with a title. That's not what I expected. And NWA is a place I've had my eye on since the Sam Hain pay-per-view in Cleveland. Billy Corgan appreciates big men. He appreciates my style of wrestling, and I feel I'd fit in great there. So this is a perfect opportunity for me to show my talents.
Have you had an opportunity to interact with the NWA president when he's been over at the Exo Pro show?
Yeah, I saw him one time. He actually, it's kind of funny. I was about to leave the restroom, and he looked over, and my head was over the stall, and it kind of scared him for a second.
That's a good first impression, I think.
Well, Billy's a tall human being, but you're a tall human being compared to even him.
Larger than life, baby. That's how we do it.
How tall are you exactly?
6'9".
6'9". Okay.
That's got to be a tough life, though.
Put him and Talos together. Jesus.
To a degree, it definitely is. I get asked a lot of questions about sports I don't play. More recently, I was using the restroom, and this guy's trying to ask me about my height while he's in the urinal next to me. It was pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But,
come on, man.
Comes with the territory, right?
I feel like a lot of stories are happening in bathrooms when you're there because let's face it, no matter where you go, people are going to talk, even if their dicks are out.
Yeah, everybody thinks you're a two guard, right? Because you're so tall. That's the question you get the most, right?
Yeah,
Which is funny because
forward, I've gotten linebacker, I've gotten it all, but walking around now with that NWA Power hoodie, and that's what I want people to be asking me about.
Well, I want everybody to stop being so damn stereotypical. Next time you see Pretty Boy Smooth, next time you see a big man, small man, whatever size man, just be like, are you a scientist? Are you a pilot? Are you a doctor? Stop being like, you can only play football because you're big.
Hey, man, I do have a master's degree, so,
In what? Let's talk. Let's talk real human being here.
Yeah, let's talk. So my master's is in organizational leadership. I graduated from Mercyhurst University. And I actually have a college scholarship there in my name that I've been donating to since right after COVID. The PB provides scholarship. It's pretty much to provide financial assistance to a Black student that's going to Mercyhurst already or looking to go there for a degree in communication. So
how does one go from that being the background that you go to education for to becoming a pro wrestler? Was that always the dream, or were you like, I need to fall back because I know that wrestling maybe isn't the most stable career I could have in life?
No, I actually I didn't find out about the independence until I got to grad school. I was playing basketball and I was going to go overseas, but I ended up going back to school because of the
Okay, here I am being like, man's not going to play sports just because he's tall. I was playing basketball and I was going to.
But yeah, I started going to independent shows, and one of my friends was telling me, like, you should try and do this. I mean, you're still athletic, you have the size, the look, whatever. So I go up to John McChesney and I'm like, hey, like, do you care if like I get taught how to ref? You know, like I didn't think about actually wrestling. He just looked at me. He's like, dude, like, no.
Yeah, no. I would do the same thing. We need a 6'9" ref. No.
You better make sure that when he counts to 5, you break up in the corner, ladies and gentlemen, because that guy's going to beat the shit out of you even if he's a ref.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not bumping for nobody.
Okay. All right. Whoa, don't get hot.
Dealz, you better watch out.
What do I got to watch out for? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I don't know.
What you going to do? Start your own lines? Come on.
Yeah.
All right.
There
So
you
you're
go.
the champion. Obviously, everybody knows one of the hardest things you do is become a champion, but the even harder thing to do is retain a championship.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to be traveling now as part of the Exodus brand, being a part of the NWA show coming up. Is there a concern that perhaps this thing you have on your shoulder now is going to be, now that you have like kind of a target on your back,
It definitely has a target.
that possibly, the dream of coming out of it, out of the blue and becoming champion unexpectedly could end just as quickly?
No, honestly. I mean, I've always been a person with a target on my back, from just like my height and size, the way I look, the way I carry myself. Like, you can't get a title and then not be prepared for what comes with it. Like when I got this, I was the least surprised guy in the room. I'm at the gym at 5 a.m. I'm messaging EC3 at all hours of the night for feedback and just a sponge. Like I wanted to be here. Like this is the position I wanted to be in. So this is fun to me. I fear no man. I'm from New York. Like, we don't play that.
What part? I used to live in Rego Park, Queens.
I'm from Hempstead. I'm probably about 15 minutes from Queens.
Look at that.
Who's I know somebody's already talked some smack at Exodus Pro about coming after that belt.
You've had some partners talk some smack here recently, right? Like I've been seeing that online.
Who's coming up? Who's after you?
To be honest with you, they all ops to me. I don't pay attention to that. And that's why I'm going to hold on to this. I just pay attention to what I got to do. If they want it, they know where to see me. As a matter of fact, I actually I put out this open challenge because even though it's a Midwest title, I feel it needs to be defended everywhere. Like the N in NWA stands for national. So this Friday, I'm wrestling Gannon Jones Jr. at 880 Wrestling in Pittsburgh. And then next week.
Still in the Rust Belt. Still in the Rust Belt, right?
Yeah. And then I'm going next week to New Jersey to defend it at BCW against somebody else. So, like, I'm moving.
Was it Gannon that I saw in a video recently where you guys, I guess you're like buddies and he.
Yeah. I know.
The title shows up.
He's actually a very talented tag wrestler. Him and Duke Davis. I'm sure you'll see them eventually. They're both 6'5", really athletic, really strong beasts of men. But this isn't a tag match. This is just him versus me. So you gonna run into that brick wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you were expecting just a match, and I mean, from what I saw, he just kind of was like, "Oh, now I see there's gold involved, so he wants a piece of that." And you were very much like, "Okay, but that changes the dynamic of this match now because I'm defending this title." And it's just, I guess it changes everything.
It changed everything. The title changed everything, right?
Oh, absolutely. When the bell rings, the hair goes up, and I'm ready to fight. You know what I mean? Like it was already a special attraction to match because I was there. But this just adds, like, to the prestige of it. And I don't remember the last time any NWA title's been defended in Pittsburgh. So, I'm excited to be a part of that history right there.
That's cool. Look at us hitting
Deals with
Pennsylvania.
What?
When it was
anything about Pittsburgh?
About Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they've got pawn shops, they've got steel, they've got all these things.
Yeah, it's my favorite time for the Rust Belt. I go every December. My favorite time.
Well, let me ask you about Pastor CeeLo, obviously you're a dominant man on your own, educated, well-spoken. You've got everything going for you, and you've got Pastor CeeLo there in your corner now. What's going on with that?
Pastor CeeLo he's awesome, man. Like me and that dude just have so much chemistry and play off each other so well. And he's somebody I know that has my best interests at heart, and he has my back. You know, as long as that collection plate is full, I'm here knocking fools out.
Okay, so it's just a good business arrangement. It's he like, I guess he's making the deals behind the scenes and that kind of thing.
Yeah, he's making the deals, which is allowing me to focus on what I got to do in that square circle.
That's cool.
When we were going over the talent to come in for this show coming up with all the territorial talent, EC3 spoke so highly of the two of you together. He goes, these two guys, when you put them in a room next to each other, he's like the charisma, he's like, it's something else. He goes, you got to see it to believe it. But EC3, he put you both over tremendously to me.
Well, I'm very grateful for that, and I will continue to prove him right. That's my plan.
Okay, so with the title, I got to know too, like, this is not just, I mean, now you're at the top of Exodus Pro, which puts you in the sights of everybody around the country, and you're the first ever Exodus Pro Midwest champion. How does that feel? Is that a lot of pressure on you, or like, what's it feel like taking on that legacy?
I mean, I don't really feel pressure. I feel locked in. You know what I mean? Like I said before, like this is what I wanted. This is what I felt I've been overlooked. I feel like I haven't gotten a lot of opportunities, and this is an opportunity for me to show what type of champion I am. And if there comes a day where I ever lose this, that person's going to have a tough act to follow. I can tell you that.
I like that. So is there anybody in as the representative for Exodus Pro right now? Is there anybody that you're looking forward to getting in the ring with? Anybody we should be looking out for?
Oh, yeah. You know, I've wrestled Sam Bill a few times. We probably need a rubber match at this point. He's really good. Dante Casanova was injured, but he's amazing. He's a star. So is Kyle Hero. So is Ashton Day. Like, we just have a loaded roster of stars, if I'm being honest with you.
That's interesting. Did anybody happen to Tanya Harding, old Casanova? I mean, it's just, you got injured all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know much about it, and I'm not one to be able to speak on a man when he's not around. But I do feel
also you might be too young to get that reference, Dan.
I think he was, but
I really don't know what you're saying.
Tanya Harding was a figure skater that was in a blood feud about who could be the best figure skater around.
Oh, wait, she got hit with a bat or something, right?
Yeah. Nancy Kerrigan in the knee with a.
Oh, no, I don't move like that.
She seduced the guy to do it for her. So that's what a great story.
It was pro wrestling in real life. It was awesome.
It wasn't me, I'll tell you that much.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you think there was somebody else, maybe, to turn it into a different style match? I think there's somebody back there, I mean, I lived in Cleveland for a long time. There's a lot of shady people. I'm just saying. Could have been anybody, right?
I mean, who do you think would have done it? Kyle Hero or
maybe? He was talking big talk when he was on here. He's going to whoop everybody's ass.
Well, he was doing it in a nice way. He doesn't
got in
like
a worse position by having to wrestle me. So I don't see what that did for him if he did.
Well, maybe he overlooked you. Maybe he didn't know that you were going to be put in the match.
I don't get overlooked that much.
Well, you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying next time you're in the locker room, maybe you should, stick him in a locker or something.
I feel like
I got what I need. I ain't got to worry about all that.
I'm just trying to complicate some stuff here, Gary. Let me go.
No, you go
That's
ahead.
how you lose the championship. You're not focused, man. I'm locked in right now, baby.
Yeah.
Speaking of locked in, you got a new show coming up besides Back to the Territories. You got Almost Paradise coming up for NWA Exodus Pro on June 22nd. I see Mission Pros represented on there too.
I'm super thrown off because I just saw the NWA Chicago poster and it has palm trees like that in it as well.
Ooh.
Maybe there's some
copy and paste. What's going on?
That's interesting.
Do you know what you're doing at this show yet? Smooth?
I'm kicking somebody's ass.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
saying Tam.
I know. And in his title.
Can you hit Carson Drake for me one time while you're there, please?
I like Carson Drake.
Maybe twice.
He has such a punchable face. I would love to do that.
I like Carson Drake. He's all right. He's good.
He sold us so hard on In and Out the other night when we were leaving the venue. He's like, let me tell you something. In and Out's the best burger you've ever had.
He's actually a thief. So,
whoa.
like another event ago, like I'm sitting there, I have like these beautiful women feeding me grapes and whatnot, and one of the girls goes downstairs to wash them, and like I look, and he's like picking out my grapes and whatnot, so it kind of pissed me off.
Oh,
so
you can't grab another man by the grapes. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm like, what you doing, brother? Like, this is for me, not for you. So
what kind of grapes do you like?
Because he got a horse cross waiting for him if he try me again.
Kyle, what the worst question ever.
That's a legit question. I'm intrigued by
the answer's always seedless cotton candy grapes.
I hate green grapes across the
board. Cotton candy grapes? God damn it, Kyle.
I do.
What is happening?
So when people talk grapes,
ones, they're pretty expensive though.
Well,
because they're delicious.
Joe over here is so pretentious. He's got a great life. Look, he's got an Emmy on his like shelf right there from his local news broadcasting. Don't listen to that man. He doesn't know anything.
I warned Smooth that it was real lax here on the live stream, but I thought we were like maintaining for a little bit there, where it was actually like a nice interview.
We did, but then Kyle started asking about grapes.
I was just saying, Pretty Boy Smooth brought up the grapes, and I was just curious what kind of grapes they were. I'm hungry and I'm fat. I like food, guys.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Well,
Kyle.
PB, we got to know now. What's the favorite grape?
I prefer the green ones.
Yeah, see, good.
And also PB Smooth over here. I like my peanut butter chunky, so it looks like we'll never get along.
Hey man, that's cool because my name ain't Peanut Butter. It's Pretty Boy.
Yeah, so. Come on,
Kyle.
Right now.
What are you dumb?
I actually wanted to ask about that because I assume that your mama did not give you that name.
Peanut butter
front. So how did that come about? Was there like a story?
Look at him, Gary. Answer the question. Just look at him.
So Pretty Boy Smooth was actually my nickname in college because I was known for having like a fresh haircut every week. I'd have clear cut manicured nails. Like I was fly. I knew how to dress and I knew how to talk to women. So like that nickname kind of just stuck with me. And like I brought it to wrestling initially because I didn't know what I wanted to like do or whatever. But they say like the best version of you in wrestling is like an extension of yourself. So I decided to just go with it. And now I got it trademarked. And now if you Google it or Google PB Smooth, I'm going to come up. So, can't really flex on me. I won that battle.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I want to see you next to Talos and see how that looks. That's I think that would be
close to the same height. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talos, who also played basketball. He also played basketball, Talos. Yeah.
Where did he play?
I think he actually played. I think he was one of the Washington Generals when he's played Globetrotters and all that. I know he played overseas too. I don't know, but he definitely played. He might have been like 10-day contract in the NBA or something. I don't know. He played though.
What about EC3?
Gary's stat boy. He's got to look it up.
Okay, I played at Hofstra University before I went to Mercyhurst, and one of my teammates actually got drafted by the Golden State Warriors. His name was Charles Jenkins. And then when I was like a teenager, I played AAU basketball, like Tobias Harris. So I kind of grew up with a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you
think?
About
EC3? Have you run? Like, have you had a chance to? I assume you guys have worked out in the ring. I know a lot of people train with EC3 over there at Exodus Pro, but have you had a chance to like test yourself a little bit against the world's heavyweight champ?
Trying to get some secrets.
I have not, but what's funny is he did a seminar at a school I used to train at, and although I couldn't make the seminar, I talked to one of the students in there to giving me the notes, so I kind of stole them early on. And, I'm going to see him very soon, actually. If he retains in Japan, I might be his next title defense, June 8th.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. Right. What do you think about that, Gary? That's some breaking news on the channel here.
Look at that. I like
that.
You
didn't even seem excited about it. I'm excited about it. Joe.
No, I'm excited about it. I think that if you're the Midwest champ, if you're the rep for Exodus Pro, you're the top guy. I mean, it just seems like natural that it's only a matter of time that you want to test yourself against the world's heavyweight champion.
You'd be a number one contender in that territory. That's how the territory system worked. If you're a national champion in Georgia, you were the number one contender. Flair came through town, or the Mid-Atlantic champ in the Carolinas or whatever. So he's the number one contender in Cleveland. Anytime he wants to challenge, he should be able to. Absolutely. What do you think, Kyle?
Oh, I do agree with you. I got a little sidetracked there with text and everything.
I don't think you knew what I said.
But I think I don't at all. But I'm going to play along with it there because when you're Pretty Boy Smooth, you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. And all challengers are going to fall to the wayside. Bam.
Hey, man, I got a whole nother shoulder over here. So
yeah.
That's a big-ass shoulder, too. So you're going to need a big-ass championship.
Let's see what happens.
All right. Well, anything else for Pretty Boy Smooth before we let him go? He's got valuable time here, so we want to make sure to not take up all of it. And Joe is doing something weird.
Joe? Oh, Joe's giving you some fireworks. He likes to give people fireworks.
I was happy to see you won that title. I think it's really cool, and you I haven't had a chance to go to an Exodus Pro show yet, but just everything I see you doing online, you've got a great presence, and you're just killing.
But he's going to be at the territories June 1st.
Yeah, we'll see him in June 1st.
I'm a firm believer in that the man is what makes the title, not the title making the man. So
correct.
While I got this, I'm going to make sure I'm pushing Exodus as much as I can, and repping for NWA as best I can and show my value.
I love that. Well, thank you very much for representing on here with us tonight. And I hope we have you back on soon because it was cool talking to you. It's been a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
June 1. Maybe June 1. Maybe we'll get
we'll see in like a week and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll all be there. So
all right, cool. I'll see you then.
All right. Thank you so much.
Man. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was pretty.
So not only could he probably kick my ass, I probably could kick my ass.
I don't think there's a
much more intelligent than I am.
Definitely. And he's smarter than you.
Yes, that's what I was
better looking. He's been with hotter women. The list goes on and on.
I just wish I was a Pretty Boy or Smooth, and that man right there is a champion, so he's got it all.
I love it. I love it. He's probably going to be making lots of babies in his future, which is a good segue to our next part of the segment. Ain't that right, Gary?
I thought we were going to have a song.
That's right.
Graphic.
We've got a baby update. Oh.
Gary, you got those pictures lined up for me, brother?
I do. Look at this.
Okay, let's look at that. That was our first trip to Buc-ee's.
Why is Buc-ee's trying to touch the baby?
Have you not been to Buc-ee's before?
Here's the thing. Every pregnant woman, like people go up to them, and be like, "Can I touch your belly?" They all want to do it like they're a freaking Buddha statue. No pregnant woman likes it. But we thought it'd be funny to do that with the Buc-ee statue, so that's there. And then Sherry Shaw, our lovely Sherry, gave us this, not the cat. The cat. But look at that. We got a Taylor Swift coloring book. We got some little I'm a Little Swiftie onesies, really cute stuff. Stuff that we didn't even think to put on our registry, but you can buy stuff on our registry. All the fans have stepped up so much, more so than my blood relatives. So thank you so much. There's a dresser on there that Shelby really likes. It's, a little expensive, somewhere around the $150 range there, but we're looking for somebody to hook us up with that. It's all on the registry. If you go to any of my social media, the link is in the bio. And to give a proper baby update, we actually, Kyle, the reason I dumped out of a call with you this afternoon, because Shelby's like, I need to talk to you. We got a call that our baby currently is in the 16th percentile of size. So she's a small baby, small so far. Not like dangerously small, but like getting kind of close to that line. So it's they've kind of convinced us with, I guess, their best medical expertise. We got to go to the hospital like every 2 weeks just to get scanned to see where the baby's at. Nothing to worry about yet. Again, it's one of those things where they keep telling us nothing to worry about, but and then they tell you something where you have to keep coming back to the hospital, and it's definitely something you worry about. So
my hope is this is the longest con, and they are just bleeding you dry financially, and they're like, that baby's 100% okay, but they are gullible.
Shelby works for a school district. The insurance is pretty decent. So if this is what we have to do, this is what we have to do. So honestly, in the chat, if anybody has been through this problem where they or their partner has been pregnant and the baby's been kind of on the small side, and the doctors have been telling you stuff, I'll take any sort of advice that you want to put in the chat, or you can DM me if it's long and complicated. But that's your baby update.
What's funny?
I wish I had something positive to add to.
What's funny about that basket? I had to hide it in my room.
Why?
It to in the van to the building, And it's like, don't let Joe see it. And I'm like, don't worry about it. It's like a sitcom. I walk in the hallway and there's Mrs. Galli. So I put my head down. I'm trying to walk down the hallway to the elevator like a dipshit. You know what I mean? And I asked her later and she goes, yeah, I saw you. You looked funny, but I didn't think anything. Ridiculous, right? I'm like, don't worry.
That's how he walks.
What are the chances? I'm not going to break to him at the table and be like, here, Joe, in the skybox, by the way, Gary, we were in the skybox.
Yeah, we were.
And speaking of this weekend, big thanks to anybody who came out, all the fans that were there. It was kind of a long show. You're going to be able to witness all the action, all the excitement in the coming weeks on NWA Power.
Hey,
but the crowd was hot from start to finish. Those guys were up there looking like Muppets, as I was told in my earpiece. And I looked over and I go, oh my God, they do look like Muppets. Action pack. You want to find out who won the Crockett Cup? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to tune in as the weeks advance. Look at that. Sam Adonis in the ring with EC3 for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Let's see how that one turns out. What else we got in there? That kid is just a big fan of Max the Impaler.
Yeah. And,
Tom Latimer defending the national title against the great Zion.
Overcapacity, baby. The fire marshal, thank God it didn't shut us down. Just wanted to sit down, relax.
No, they came in and started watching. We were tearing it up.
No,
there was a lot of cool opportunities too. Like you can see here, like David Crockett was out front signing, and
he was ready.
The slime balls and Carson Drake got into it with Magic Jake and the kids right there in the lobby. That was pretty wild. It's just, you never know what you're going to get at NWA show. My favorite moment might have to be, though, even though I love the Crockett Cup, was that I did get to go to In-N-Out.
Yum.
Sat at a table with David Crockett. I had my first In-N-Out burger with David Crockett.
That was your first In-N-Out burger?
Yeah, that was the first. Yeah. That was the first time David Crockett had it, the first time Judias had it, and the first time Gary had it.
All right, Gary, give it to us. What'd you think?
No, it was fantastic. I loved it. It was worth the hype.
And you were starving. You were also starving.
It was.
I was also starving.
It was one.
And I followed behind Carson Drake, so I just ordered what he ordered. I said, "I'll just get what that guy got."
Animal style fries.
He got Carson Drake. He's in good shape, but the brother got like 2 double-doubles, a big order of fries.
He got 2 double-doubles, 2 fries.
Who? Frankenberry?
No, that was Carson Drake.
There was Carson Drake.
By the way, Plunkett is in the chat. And nobody did a New Jack dive from the balcony, but of course everybody said it. So
you were talking about randomness of NWA shows. I looked up and saw an individual up there, and I decided I had to go up there. And Sonny Ono took a selfie for an hour.
Oh, that's awesome! Sonny Ono at the show.
Yeah, look at that.
I immediately got a message right after I posted about In-N-Out that Alex and Gary needed a burger.
They were hungry.
They were in the car.
They were hungry.
We were already gone, and I was like,
should have been in the car.
They were hungry. Yeah, look out for them boys.
Maybe if they put the work in, they'd earn the meal. Who knows? You're gonna have to tune in to find out as the weeks progress there.
Yeah, because we got the Crockett Cup tournament going to be airing on TV.
Oh,
so that's going to be interesting. This is the lineup right there.
And speaking of interesting and lineups and airing on TV, this week's Power, you'll be able to see 2 of the first round matches.
Yeah, what's on Power tomorrow there, Gary?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's talk about this week's NWA Power.
That was like a
There's a lot going on.
He loves it when he sees Joe Alonzo. That's why I had to do a little round.
Look how handsome he is with that hair.
We got to hang out with him at the premiere in Chicago for Billy Corrigan's Adventures in Cardiland. Joe Alonzo
with the guy.
It's true. Insulted Billy Corrigan's son at one point in time.
Repeatedly.
Wait.
All right. Yeah,
so his son was angry because not angry. His son gave me the look his father gives me all the time because I don't know baseball or Pokemon or video games. Joe knew Pokemon and video games, so Joe became his best friend. And so then it turned into this whole hey, the fun thing to do is just give Kyle grief. Just this, but then Joe Alonzo said something to Augustus, and Augustus had like a smart little ha ha ha, and then Joe leaned in and he goes, "I saw what you did," and he was like, "What?" And he goes, "You're over there doing one of these." Then he ate it, and Augustus got real quiet and real unhappy with him, and he's like, "I wouldn't have done that." And Joe kept on pushing the issue. Joe Alonzo trying to convince children they ate boogers.
I got lost in this driver.
What a bully.
But what's on tomorrow, Gary?
Yeah, Gary.
Yeah, I also want to mention too, by the way, Plunky in the chat. Plunky is going to be back to the territories on June 1st. I know we're all excited about that. I can't wait to see Plunkett again. Underappreciated, that Jeremiah Plunkett.
Plunk Arena.
Can we say what he's doing in that show yet, Joe? No, we can't. Okay, never mind.
Maybe next week.
Okay.
But I'm actually fairly certain we can talk about it because I don't think it impacts anything on the television schedule. But
there will be a match to determine a new champion. I believe Jeremiah Plunkett will be.
I was hoping he was in that.
Could it be this match? I
don't know. It could be.
Don't forget.
All I know
is NWA Mid-America Heavyweight Championship. Don't forget that. A particular
person who helps build our website is infuriated that there are periods between the NWA because there shouldn't be when you talk about the wrestling organization and not the rap group.
You know, it's a weird full circle there, too, if Plunkett is indeed in that match, because the Mid-American title was still active in the mid-2000s in a Nashville NWA affiliate that Plunkett and I both used to work for Mike Porter. And it was the Mid-American TV and Mid-American heavyweight title.
It's his destiny. It's his destiny.
It might be.
All right. Now.
Yeah, what's on tomorrow? What the hell?
We'll give
about time, Gary. What the hell are you waiting for?
Sidebar.
Just talk about it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, because I'm the sidebar guy. Okay.
Also, big shout out to Jeremiah Plunkett. If you ever need anything to throw a fireball into somebody's face, he's got you covered. He's got flavors of
Sal was out at himself that wasn't the first person he had. He told me, he goes, I can't believe about what's the matter with me. You know, he goes,
NWA Power is tomorrow on the CW. You can stream it free CWTV.com. And look at there. Sal right there with Gags. The Miserably Faithful number 15 seed are going to be taking on the number 2 seed, Knox and Murdoch, the returning Crockett Cup champions.
The returning cup holders.
I love Gags. I love Sal. I shared an airplane with Father Jim Mitchell the other day. I got to tell you,
the whole airplane.
Yeah, the whole airplane. Actually, we're on a plane full of high school seniors going on a trip to Disneyland, and I was just waiting for him to be like, "What in the blue hell is this?" and to start telling them things about how bad life's going to be and just enjoy it while they have it. But number 2 seed, obviously, I got to go with Knox and Murdoch on this one, baby. There's no way about it. They're angry. They're grizzled. They're ready for redemption. They never won the tag belts, but damn it, if they win the tournament 2 years in a row, I think that's a pretty good shot.
They were pissed they weren't the number 1 seed, but it had to be BLT. They're the champs.
For a damn long time as well.
1075.
But every year there's upsets. Every year in the Crockett Cup, there are upsets. And if there's going to be an upset,
though,
I would love for this to be the upset match.
Okay.
Well, I have to answer a weird question in the chat. Is there a reason you use the name Crockett Cup but not Jim Crockett Promotions? Because it's not Jim Crockett Promotions.
Yeah, it's the Crockett Cup.
Jim Crockett Promotions was
they folded and was bought by Turner and became WCW. So that's why we don't use it. But David Crockett was there, and it's still the Crockett Cup.
Then he signs off on everything, so there's your answer.
Yeah, but it can't be called Jim Crockett because it's no longer in business.
In fact, when we were in the car with Crockett and Carrie was like, "Can you guys give me some in and out?" I said, "You know what? Good luck winning the Crockett Cup because right now we got the man himself and we're going to go get burgers. So screw you."
Yeah.
And that's why Kyle is not making friends.
Yeah. But that's why
on the show
or comment.
Oh, is the consensus now that everyone hates me? Are they that easily swayed by a television program?
That's how it works, Kyle.
I was lovable idiot like a week and a half ago.
That's how we get president for the United States of America.
Oh my God, I could be president?
It's like first step season 1 of Carneyland, and then next step you're doing like the Legends, the ultimate heel show with like Johnny, whatever his name is. You know that one guy, not Johnny Springer. What's
Johnny Ace?
No, what's that?
Oh, hey, Joe. Hey. Listen, that trial don't mean nothing.
Weird stuff.
Oh, Johnny Fairplay.
Johnny Fairplay. That's what I was trying to think of.
I saw him at WrestleCade, actually. He was interested in. He was like, "Hey, man, anytime."
Hold on. This is a great question here. Adam writes, Kyle Davis, would the NWA come to Connecticut and have Connecticut as an NWA territory and make it NWA New England? I would love that. I'm from Connecticut, Torrington, baby, that's the place. And I used to wrestle in New England for the NWA, for NWA Liberty States and NWA On Fire. So there is a precedent for that. I don't know. Do it. I never did get that match with Coco.
Here's another Crockett Cup matchup. Yeah. Looks the Killer going to be taking on Jax Dane and Tim Storm, the number 7 seed in a first round matchup. Natalia Markova, this is making history, right? Like, I mean, it's just this is great. You got this Crockett Cup. I mean, last year we had Max the Impaler joining the tournament. This year we've got Max is back in the tournament, and we've got Natalia Markova in the tournament. This is cool.
Timmy Thunder back on the attack here.
Now
he put down the microphone in the tie, and he's back in the trunks, and he's ready.
If you think that Natalia Markova and Brian Idol have a shot in hell against 2 former NWA World Heavyweight Champions, you're sadly mistaken. All day, every day, I'm going with Storm and Dane.
What do you think, Joe?
Hey, man, as the boss said, Brian Idol's one of the best heavyweights in the business today. You know, you can't discount Brian Idol. Natalia Markova hits harder pound for pound. You know, I could see an upset here. You just got to have the right strategy going in.
Are you worried about on season 2 being portrayed as some kind of schmuck now?
Is that Joe, blink if you're in trouble.
Yeah, please.
Hey, listen, Natalia Markova is as tough as they come. Well, she said, Billy said that she told him that she's not afraid and she wants to be in the cup tournament. So he said, okay.
There you go. Here's your shot.
He said, I don't care. And that's not how she said it. She was like, I do not care. If he dies, he dies.
I saw that coming. I love it.
Brian's a smart guy. I don't think he would just go with Natalia Markova if he didn't think there was a real shot there. So the opportunity is there, but it is a tall order beating 2 NWA World's heavyweight champions.
Former world champion. Yeah, it is. We'll see. That's why we're going to see. That's why they play the game. Right?
But not all the ladies.
Are Jax Dane and Tim Storm going to be Moose and Squirrel with Natalia making big trouble for them?
Oh boy, Boris and Natasha.
Thank you.
Natalia's not the only woman that's interested in tag team action, though. She gets to be in the Crockett Cup tournament. Not all the ladies can, so the ladies still want to show what they do in tag team action. When Ruthie J and La Rosa Negra take on Tiffany Neves and Rekka Tahaka.
Okay, I'm just going to give them nicknames. Caribbean Connection and Island Heat have actually these 2 teams do not like each other. Is that correct?
Do you like those names? Because I'll write those for the ring entrances going forward.
Well, you'd have to ask them if they want to use it.
Also, you haven't been paying attention. You're calling them that for like ever now.
Yeah,
guys, I don't get to hear you on commentary anymore.
Well,
sometimes you do. I like when because we can say stuff to pop him. And he has
but this feud with Ruthie J and Tiffany Neves, they've wrestled each other in singles action a few different times now, going back and forth on wins. And then, of course, in Dothan, these 2 teams faced off there with Ruthie J and La Rosa Negra getting the upper hand on that one. This is a chance for Tiffany and Rekka to see if they can get the win here.
Good question there, Paul Pratt. I don't know if they do, but if Rekka will listen to Tiffany, it'd be all right. She just has to listen to her.
You don't have to like each other to work well with each other.
Yeah. Let her call the plays, you know.
Yeah, I seeing them around. I'm not sure that Rekka and Tiffany really care for each other. They just see opportunity with each other.
Can I tell you something really foolish about this, but it's true, and I just want everybody to know this. Anytime you ever hear me say Rekka Tahaka, I'm really trying not to finish with Hakuna Matata. I'm not joking. It's a nightmare. I feel like every time I announce her, I'm like, you're going to say something stupid afterwards because you're just going to pop yourself, and it's going to be a dick move.
All right. Well, Scott's
I just like the silence afterwards. I just wanted to let it simmer for a minute. Anyway, then also the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Damian Finrear making his debut in a title match. This is pretty impressive.
Do you know he's already booked for the territory show on 6-1?
What we do now?
He'll be there.
Will he be champ, though? That's the real question.
Thank you for picking up on that, Joe.
Well, I think the unified champion, Joe Alonzo.
Oh, Christ almighty.
I'm just saying. He is. He
you're always just saying. Every time you open your mouth, you're just saying. Jeez Louise. He's just the champ.
But I'm just saying, I think he's got this one in the bag. That's just me. I think Joe Alonzo, he may never lose that title. Who knows?
Well,
I mean, it's not his virginity. It's going to go away at some point.
Yeah,
Well,
okay. I just I don't even know what to say
What
anymore.
the heck are we doing here?
I'm not.
It has been such a long 2 days. I need whatever outlet this is. Like the amount of things coming up in the National Wrestling Alliance, the amount of things that are going on behind the scenes right now. Ladies and gentlemen, there is so much happening. I can't even do it justice. And I just hope you enjoy it when it comes, because it's not really enjoyable when you're trying to make it all happen sometimes.
well, just don't forget to put the payroll in. We're all right. Everything else you can forget.
That got sidetracked today for the other things.
Stay tuned, Axel. The NWA United States Tag Team Championships will be decided soon enough. We already know who's going in that match, right? It's
essentially the teams were told, do you want to be in the Crockett Cup or do you want to have the championship match at the Crockett Cup? And then all of them said, well, can't we be in the Crockett Cup and do a match later? William Patrick Corrigan said yes, so the match will be happening later on post-Crockett Cup season.
Yeah, they will return. Who knows? Maybe me and Joe will leave the commentary booth and win.
Hell yeah.
So back to the territories on June 1st. Don't forget about that. That's not the only show coming up. There's a lot coming from the National Wrestling Alliance. You can also check out NWA 76 in Philadelphia, August 31st. You want to be there for that one. That's going to be huge. A lot of history in that building at 2300 Arena. And then also we're coming back to Dothan for Looks That Kill, December 14th. I'm excited for that one too. And that Dothan airport, because it was real creepy when I went there with Eric Smalls. It was just like me and him, and it was like the zombie apocalypse or something.
And listen,
I think I'd rather have that than the Dallas airport.
You know what I'm excited about too, Gary?
What?
28th of June, the Deal Man is going to be at the Crossfire show. It's actually be the first KFW show that the Deal Man has done in about 15 years. But I am going to leave the announce booth to, well, I guess you'll have to be there to see it. It'll be fun. It's a lot of fun.
If they need someone else to step into that booth, just let me
know. Yeah. We got to bring Joey G.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a good time. Oh, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
And if something horrible happens to both of you, I will, by default, get an opportunity. So, guys, for the sake of the NWA faithful, never get replaced. We also have coming up the Showcase Series Back to Basics Friday, June 14th. Look at that. Joe Kazana, Aaron Stevens, Dr. Tom Pritchard. I heard somewhere that he trained The Rock. Are going to be having a pro wrestling seminar, $50. If you wanted to learn, you wanted to just get down to what these legends know and what they could share with you, be a part of that right then.
Yeah, Doc,
could you do that? That is a badass seminar to be a part of. That is an opportunity right there. Dr. Tom, Aaron Stevens, Joe Kazana, all in the room there, helping you out. That's
Doc has trained a lot of top talents. He's taken a lot of top talents, and even current ones like Kenzie.
Aaron Stevens is the manager of the World Tag Team Champions.
Oh, no, this is the salt and the swag. I mean, you can see the $5,000 haircut, the $10,000 jacket there. We can't get a close up on the shoes in that picture, unfortunately.
I thought you had an 8x10 you were holding up for a minute, Gary, and then I realized it was your shirt.
Yeah.
No, it's just.
And of course, Papa Joe. You can't forget Papa Joe. You just passed right over him, Gary.
No, I did not. I said Joe Kazana.
Continental.
I have nothing but respect for Joe Kazana.
You're right. I'm just saying.
Joe Kazana Promotions. I'm a huge fan.
Joe, have you been talking to him as late? Joe's getting a little snippy.
Well, I think he does. Yeah,
his attitude's changing a bit. But
I think he just doesn't, he doesn't like the way things were going a little bit. He had to deal with his nephew, Anthony Andrews, and it was pissing him off. So, Austin Idol's punching him out. He never got revenge for that. So, I think it's just piling up. It's piling up.
I swear, Anthony Andrews, he keeps on popping up on my feed. He keeps on. I'm pretty sure he was in Dallas. I didn't see him at the show because he doesn't belong there, but I feel like he's just like following the brand around like creepily.
He lost Loser Leaves territory. I even gave him the fax number for Roy Shire's territory if he needed to go there.
I'm waiting for Dealz to pull off the mask and the hair. It turns out it's Anthony Andrews.
No.
Dealz, are you ready for a moment of Sal to watch a moment of Sal? Because I've heard
All right.
Because this one is important for you, I've heard
For who,
specifically. Yeah.
No, wait, I might have to pull it up here because it freezes for me on the screen sometimes. Let me pull up the
I'll give you a second to prepare yourself before we go into this week's moment of Sal, because Sal was very adamant that Danny Dealz saw this one. Second to prepare yourself before we go into this week's
All right,
here we go. Here's a moment of Sal.
If you sit with grief with long enough, you will find the love within. Tonight, the love will not just be within. No, no, no. The love will be outwardly. Carla will understand. Follow me.
That man is truly ready.
There we go.
Dealz was in the background. I saw he just appeared out of nowhere.
I can't unmute him for some reason. It says he muted himself.
Or did he mute himself, or is it?
There it is.
There,
I did.
Dealz.
I did.
Dealz.
You didn't have to hear my YouTube replay. No, I was not in the background.
That pop you, Dealz? I heard that would pop you.
Sal, even though he's insane ever since he drank the blood, don't drink it, Dr. Jones. There's still a little bit of Sal in there, and Sal and I have about 90,000 inside ribs from the 4 years that we were stuck on TNA live event truck together. A lot of miles.
I knew it.
A lot of inside ribs. So yes, it popped me very much. Yes. A little bit of old Sal in there.
Just a little bit.
Crazy man. Yes.
But
this is why I brought it back up to him when we were in Texas. Said, hey, remember when we drove from Texarkana to El Paso for 10.5 hours and didn't leave the state of Texas? And he had a little PTSD from it. Yes.
Shout out to David Crockett, who is just the best freaking sport in the world.
D Croc.
Like, he's the.
Did say he crocs?
Yeah, I said D Croc.
Oh,
It's an old D Croc.
D Croc wearing Crocs.
Yeah.
All night, all
Oh my
day.
God. Anyway, don't
How's that
forget
graduate?
that right now you can go to nationalwrestlingalliance.com/shop.
Cardi deals.
Get yourself 20% off. Cardi deals. That's what you want to do.
And
All
actually,
the
you know
cool
what I put
stuff
up
over
there today? I put up there today, had a few Croc Cup shirts left over. I put them up. And I had some unsigned posters, put them up. I got to slide 2 over because I know Joe and Kyle want one, but
Yes, true.
still got plenty of them. And not plenty of them, but enough to do that and still sell some. You know what I mean? And I put the Croc Cup shirts up and some other things. You can still get the Pretty Empowered jersey, which I should have. Well, we'll see when they email me back, but I should have them relatively soon. I hope to have them by June 1st. I'm definitely going to have them by the 28th because I would need them. I'm just going to tell you, the Deal Machine is going to be out there with the Page sisters. It's going to be awesome.
Whoa.
That's box office enough right there. The three of us together, I mean, we won't be obnoxious or anything, but it'll be good.
Are you kidding me, bro?
No, I'm not.
No.
I know you can't believe it.
The moment of Sal made me remember. I had a Sal little figure, and it's not in my bag. I just got it this weekend. The last one I broke its leg because it was my fanny pack. Don't blame Kula. She's sleeping.
Clue ate it.
No.
Oh, well.
Are you sure it's not in that menagerie that's behind you?
Yeah.
It's not.
Thank
I never
God,
took
it
it out of
could
my
easily
bag.
be hidden in there.
You know who could be in there is Mike Knox because he at one time was in a clique called the Menagerie.
Yeah, that's true.
You could have Mike Knox hiding in your shelf over there.
Oh, well,
That'd trip you out.
That
Move
sounds
something, there he is.
We're winding down here on the live stream. Thanks
We've
for
been
everybody
winding down.
being
We're
here.
exhausted again. Some people just got back from travel this morning. It's just one of those deals. Dallas, you were fantastic. Crockett Cup, experience it on NWA Power Tuesdays on CW. Go to CWTV.com or download the app. No subscription required. And if you need more wrestling stuff going on in your life, if you like the Smashing Pumpkins, if you like William Patrick Corgan, if you like reality TV, if you like one of those things, great. If you like all those things, even better. Because right now you could stream all 8 episodes of season 1 of Billy Corgan's Adventures in Carneyland. I was doing so good.
You were so close.
Hey,
Guys, I'm exhausted.
I just found a piece of a hanger over here. I don't know why it's there.
Guys,
Gary,
I can only promote so much. I don't have the energy for it.
You
Really,
come,
just
you
watch
know?
a show. It's entertaining. You'll learn some stuff about NWA. Maybe you'll like somebody, maybe you'll hate somebody. As long as you're entertained, that's all that matters. CW for things NWA right now. Look at that kid.
I took the figure.
Gary, you'll pop to this. I've been rewatching the 60s Planet of the Apes movies. I love them.
I cannot get my wife to watch any of the Planet of the Apes movies, even the newer ones. And
I don't care about the newer ones. The 60s. The first two.
The new ones are good. The new ones are really, really good.
The first
one on the plane is pretty decent. I watched Rise of the Planet of the Apes on the plane.
But no, you need Charlton Heston. You need your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do appreciate those movies.
The first two
she's
are
very anti post-apocalyptic stuff. I don't know.
She's very anti monkeys in charge. She just hates it.
That's what's good about the original one, because when I saw it as a young kid, even though it had come out before I was born, we didn't know that they were on Earth the whole time till the end scene. It's awesome. I mean, it'd be ruined today, but at the time, it was awesome.
So, Gary, she hates post-apocalyptic. You hate time travel.
Wait a minute. That means she doesn't like the Road Warrior? Come on.
No, she doesn't. She won't watch Mad Max, and Furiosa is about to come out, and we're going to have problems.
No, the Road Warrior is a...
We'll go to the movies together, you and me.
Yeah, I love
a good
movies.
time.
Good time. Good time.
Got the hat. Daisy brought me a hat this time. Look at that.
You know, Daisy told me his mother hates me because of something that happened in Chicago. And I was like, come on, man. Jesus Christ. Episode 3 and 4 are just messing my life up across the board.
Wow, this is interesting. Kyle, I like you, Kyle, and I appreciate you. And you make me feel good. Kyle called me the other day just to, hopefully it's not talking out of school here, but just to tell me that he was having a bad day and he heard my podcast and it made him happy. And he just wanted to let me know that.
Daisy's mother is a Dealz fan because I say so many nice things about him on the broadcast.
Kyle is a sweetheart.
Everyone that really hates Kyle just loves Danny Dealz and Pollo Del Mar. I'm just going to put that out there. That's 2 people now.
No, you said your girl was a fan of the Deal Machine. She doesn't hate you. At least I hope not.
No, but I'm saying the other day, too, you guys had a call and you're like, turns out so-and-so really likes us.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
I hope they get a video game too, Roy. I can't wait. I heard we were talking about that recently. So who knows? Maybe
about that. Figures, trading cards. There's a lot of things being
discussed. It's a video game from a while back. I did voiceover for it. You know, back
there was Retromania.
Yeah, we're in that. You can play that.
You could get the old GPB studio in there.
Yeah.
Also, there's a current next generation game out there with a lot of creative content that fans are always making things like that.
That is true. Lots of people.
Pretty insane when you look at that and you're like, there's a Vampiro in there from like 1998 era. I'll be damned if it doesn't look like an in-game model.
But it is Vampiro.
We love you, Jill. Thank you.
It's Vampiro.
All right, we got to go. We got to get out of here. Thanks for being here. We love you guys. Take care of yourselves. And please, for the love of God, enjoy your gravy cakes, everybody. We'll see you.